So the only thing we really need to prep a la minute for this dish, since everything's cooked, is what we do with the mussels is we cook them off ahead of time. Pretty typical. A little bit of court bouillon, shallots, you know, aromatics. Cook them until they open. Then we cool them in their liquid, strain the liquid for any dirt or sand, and then we pull them out of their shells, reserve the shells and sanitize them, and then we make a house-made Rui sauce, which consists of piquillo peppers, a little bit of saffron, shallots, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of aioli, and that makes our little Rui sauce. So we take this, and on the pickup, we put a little bit of the Rui sauce back into the mussel shell. And then we take the mussels, which are in their own liquid, and we just put them back in like that. The other thing we do is the lobster. Every order gets half of a lobster. So we just basically need to slice it into bite-sized pieces. And we get half a lobster, half a tail, one claw, and a knuckle. So you just have to slice it, you know, make sure that it's bite-sized pieces. Okay, so that's the only thing we do. And the lobster goes in this little glass guy right here. Okay. And the lobster is lightly dressed with a little bit of Asian vinaigrette, which is basically a little bit of simple syrup, fish sauce, and lime juice, and that's it. Just kind of like a ceviche style. The acid kind of finishes cooking because the lobster is about 95% cooked, so it's a little bit raw just in the center, and the acid from the lime juice and the fish sauce sort of finishes cooking that while keeping it, you know, pretty raw, pretty good. It's not raw, but it's not overcooked. So, and that goes right in the middle. And then it's just a matter of making sure when you open all your shellfish, you know, you want to do it clean. You want to try and reserve as much of the liqueur and the oysters and clams so they're nice and juicy. And it's just, you know, basically leave it up to the line cook to just place them however they feel fit. Usually you want to just kind of give it a nice even spread throughout. As long as it looks nice. Personally, I like to put all the clams and mussels and oysters closer to the edge so they're easier to grab. And then the prawns and everything else, I usually place towards the center, however you want to do it. Same with the crab. Just kind of place it around. And again, personally, when I do this, I like to kind of get some height for presentation purposes. And that is it. That's our shellfish platter here at Bourbon Steak, San Francisco.